here from Puck Drop. We've got a quick story for you involving these two teams. Tonight we are welcome home the Brahmas. After a very long time away from the NYTEC Sports Center, the Lone Star Brahmas have finally come home to the stables. The Brahmas have the visiting Odessa Jackalopes in town from down the way, coming in just behind the Brahmas in points. The Brahmas took the series again during the exhibition when the Jacks came in town a few months ago, coming off a win against the Rio Grande Valley Killer Bees, while the Jacks are coming off a series sweep by Topeka. A rough time in the land of Oz. Tonight we have this huge face-off between division rivals at the NYTEC Sports Center, and coming up we'll have the face-off. We'll go through the starting lineups for both teams. For the visiting Odessa Jackalopes, we have in between the pipes number 32, Yoshihiro Kuriawa. We'll most likely refer to him as Yoshi throughout the thing, as Kuriawa is incredibly hard to say, but we welcome him again. And for the defensemen, we have number 5, Tate Sykes, number 18, Chris Taft. Rounding up the forwards, we have the left winger, Rob Stouts. At right wing, Connor Thie. And number 24, at center, we have Mathieu Brion. Starting for the Lone Star Brahmas, in goal we have number 35, Jacob Nahama. And for the Brahmas, at defense we have number 4, Nick Blaze. Also in the defense we have number 12, Anthony Mousseau. Then starting in forward, we have number 25, Todd Korodzinski. Number 9, Ryan Watson. And number 39, that is Will White. Those are the starting lineups for both teams. Now, Thomas, as we come in, we have a very loud crowd here tonight.
Definitely, it's extremely loud.
The Brahma fans in Brahmaland, are very happy to see their team back here after about a 7-week road trip of being on the road at away games and having to deal with all that kind of good stuff. They finally come back.
It's been a long time, and it was a really not that great road trip for them.
Well, and for both teams, with the Brahmas coming off of a 3-2 win against the Rio Grande Valley Killer Bees, and they were able to steal one in Topeka not too long ago, and coming up here, we've got the Odessa Jackalopes. As they come up, they just went to Topeka and they were swept in all 3 games.
Yeah, both teams are struggling. I mean, they only have 5 combined wins in over 30 games. So.
Right. Well, and it comes down to where it's a little bit tough. And with the Lone Star Brahmas, this is a brand new franchise. They pulled it away from the Texas Tornado on the far, just about 40 miles east of here. And as they were able to make that happen, they're trying to learn a system. They were late being able to pick players, and it's hard to get it going when you have to deal with something like that. So hopefully both teams are going to be able to pull something out of their hats, and it'll be interesting. So have a beautiful rendition of the national anthem here. And here we are. The fans go nuts. So as they set up, Thomas, how do you think tonight's going to go?
Well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, both teams, as we have said, have had a rough season so far. Scoring first, I would say, would be a good thing, but both teams haven't won when they score first. The Brahmas only being 1-2-1 when they score first, and the Jackalopes are 1-4-1 when they score first. Sorry, and the Jackalopes are 1-3 when they score first. So scoring first has not meant a win.
Exactly, and it's very interesting here, and the NYTEX it's a tough sheet of ice sometimes to play on, and we've had a lot of bouncing pucks here.
It's a very common theme for this ice. I've played on it many times. Bounces all over the place.
Yes. As they set up, here's Brion. Brion setting up. He will take on Ryan Watson at center for this first faceoff. And the Brahmas are back at home. They win this faceoff. It goes back to Nick Blaze. He pushes it aside, up to Anthony Musso, over to Watson. Watson pushing it up. That one will go up and out of play into the bench for the Jackalopes. That's a heads-up play by Will White on that far side, making sure everybody's paying attention.
We'll see how the pace is in this game. Not a good start if it's going to go out of play every 10 seconds.
Right. Sykes has that one stolen away, and the Brahmas implant it deep. Ryan Watson goes in after it. I was able to interview Mr. Ryan Watson. We have a rolling puck. It looks like it's going to go all the way down, and it will be for icing, but they'll cancel that one out. Here come the Brahmas pushing. They're working on the breakout, trying to push ahead. They get out to center ice as Will White stood up. He has his stick taken away from him as he has dropped down from the hit from on that far side by Thee.
Both teams hard on the forward check to start the game. Have three forwards in the defensive zone trying to get the puck back.
And that's a good thing. You want to make the Brahmas are very good when they're setting up. And here they come as they dump this one in, going into chase, and it will be icing. They'll bring it all the way down. We'll set ourselves up here.
Brahmas are just 1-2-1 at home. They haven't been here very much. As you said, they were on a long road trip.
Yeah, long road trip. And they first came home and they were able to, they had the Rio Grande Valley Killer Bees for their opening weekend, and that was essentially it.
It really was. And I believe they got a shootout win their first game and struggled since then.
They did. It was definitely good here, though. And it's, watching these two teams set up, and I was able to watch it as Jan Hudacek setting up. He had Forgeot walking in on the far side, not able to get it back to him. It gets pushed out to Gardner. Gardner pushing up to Forgeot in the corner. Forgeot centering it to Dagnall. Dagnall lights it up, and he's not able to send it across. It's deep on the corner, into the slot. Hudacek a shot. That one's blocked in there. Brahmas another opportunity, centering a shot. A big save by Yoshihiro Kuriawa. Is able to whip the glove out and snag that one right out of the air.
Pretty nifty save there with the glove.
And they needed that as the Brahmas were definitely pushing.
You don't want to give a goal up this early in the game. It can really change your game plan, really.
Exactly. And that's we're at the 129 mark here at the NITEC Sports Center. Puck is dropped. It is won by Taft. Taft pushes it around. He's looking for his man. Not able to set up. Brahmas take it away. Working back out to the point for Mueller. Mueller looking for a shot, a redirect. That one just goes up over the net. Pushed back in. Brahmas still working with it along the end boards. Over to center, not able to pull it, the trigger right in the slot where the Brahmas. As they coming in, Sykes with the shots, pushed aside.
I believe that one hit the post, actually.
Nahama, another shot right into the gut of Nahama. It's looking to get a little bit chippy down there on the far side with Baranek in there for the Jacks. Nahama, who faced an absolutely artillery shelling while they were up in Blaine against the Kenai. Against the Kenai Bears, and he faced 61 shots and only 5 goals went in.
That'll help your save percentage.
Yeah, it was brutal up there for them. And this one is whipped up and out of play. It comes off of the net. We have another face-off.
The Brahmas forecheck was really working, and last time they were in the zone, they kept it in there a few times, but aggressive forecheck can lead to odd man rushes, and that's what happened. That's why the Jackalopes are down on the Brahmas end now. That's right. Setting up, the Brahmas win it. Nick Blaze pushes aside, and we have a just kidding penalty, and it will be interference. And it will be against number 25, Todd Korodzinski. He looks incredibly surprised that he's getting the box for that, but he'll go ahead and sit down. And I was able to sit down and talk with Todd Korodzinski this past Tuesday on the NAHL Coaches Show, the Coaches Corner, along with the Player Spotlight. And it was
it was good to talk with him. He's a young man. This one is faked as well, and so Kordzinski gets a 2-minute penalty.
They don't want to have face-offs here.
No, the referees have definitely decided that they do not like it. It's Brion against Crowley. This one comes back and pushed around. Watson, he'll rim it around, trying to push it out, not able to. Bounced along the near boards. Brion pushes it ahead. Working. Brion pushes it across at the high slot, back out to the point, top of the circle. Brion, a shot, save. Nahama looking, another save off his pad. Big save by Nahama right there. This one comes back. Brion, this one goes past Taft. Taft pushes it deep down. Taft loses his skates. Brahmas clear this one out of the zone, south to center ice, and will just trickle in to the Jacks territory. Brahmas dumping it right back in. They hit the ref this time.
The Jacks power play hasn't been too great to start the season, only at 10% on 69 chances, so they're not scoring very often.
No, and it's the Brahmas, hopefully their penalty kill is quite good tonight. I feel like they're going to come home and be very aggressive. Show the Brahmas fans exactly what they're set up with. Chambers and Laub are playing catch. Comes out to Laub. Laub walking in. He'll dump it back to the bottom of the circle at the goal line. This coming back, walking in, looking for a shot. That's broken up by the Brahmas. They push it aside, and Mousseau is going to zip it down.
Good job by the Brahmas.
That's Frigio.
Good job by the Brahmas to get some sticks in there and get that puck cleared.
Just 40 seconds left on the power play for the Jacks now as they set up. Will White goes in to try to break it up. Soloviev trying to make something happen. Break that up defensively. Steen coming in. This one is lifted by Soloviev all the way across ice, and it will be cleared for just 25 seconds left on the power play. Kreitzer down here awaiting the breakout on his own line. It comes out to Kreitzer. He's along the right wing, trying to push it ahead. It's centering. That one comes back. A hard drive. That one goes very wide and off the glass, and it's going to sneak out of the zone. Jacks reset with 10 seconds left. Adler pushing it across, and this is going to successfully kill the penalty to Todd Kordzinski. He's down there communicating with his bench to try to figure out where he's going. He's going to jump out onto the play. Nahama settles. He'll push it back to the boards. Steen pushing it around. Looking at the point. Look, bouncing, rolling puck just went wide. Brahmas will break out with it across the way. Here's Kordzinski walking in on the wing. Looking. Trying to force it in, almost looking for the wraparound. Couldn't figure it out as it went around and wide. A shot. That one came off of the back of the heel of A.J. Dugan. And the puck will come back out to center. Brahmas looking to reset. Here's Kordzinski with that opportunity, looking for the wraparound. Flipped up into center ice. Brahmas will get a quick change.
Brahmas look pretty crisp early in the game. Pretty good passes and a lot of chances when they're not on the penalty kill.
And they're definitely flying around the ice. They look like they want to make something happen. We'd like to welcome you to join in if you are listening to the home broadcast here at the NYTEX Sports Center on Fast Hockey. We are tuned in as well. If you'd like to make any comment on the chat room, please make sure that it is nice and it is a G rating. But we do welcome you to comment and chat with us. If we have a chance, we will definitely talk with you. Mousseau goes in to clear that one out. Deep in the zone, the Brahmas push this one around to the near boards. Picking it up, they flip it up. It's gloved down by McLean. McLean will dump it in. Kreitzer and the rest of his Jacks line will get a change. Brahmas pick it up, start the breakout. Able to sneak it by was Frigio. Frigio with a sneaky move. Dumps it in, and Salvato's in there deep. Deep in there, looking centering. This one is popped out and goes wide. Stouts will bring it out for Thie all the way across the ice. Swiping at it. Brahmas relieve him of that puck, and they get it out of the zone. Chambers goes in chasing, and Stouts will stay in. McLean back behind his net, with Salvato and Helmuth in.
Neither team is really letting anybody in the slot, right in that box, as I like to call it.
Right. Well, and it's a good thing. Brahmas trying to make something happen. Salvato has that puck poked out there. Try to say that 10 times fast, Thomas.
I'd rather not.
They set up. Helmuth dumps it in. Garza goes in for the big hit. Nothing happened. Watson in deep. He relieves his man of the puck. Adler quite easily. Brown coming in. He's trying to work with it down on the zone. Waxon is deep with it. Waxon and Bach going with just Waxon on the back of his jersey on the name bar. This one is flipped in deep. Brown coming in. Garza trying to flip it in. Watson drives him out. Sykes down at the line trying to keep the Brahmas out of the zone, or in the zone, as Todd Korodzinski works his way out. Here's Nahama. Mueller comes in to pick it up. Mueller from behind his own net. He's going to start it out. Pushed it up ahead, goes through the legs of Watson. It's going to go all the way down. Sykes actually tapped it ahead. Watson coming in, just barely misses Sykes. Brahmas still trying to get it. Korodzinski not able to keep it in the zone. He's working with it at center ice. He's got Brown and Waxon working against him. Waxon comes in, is hit by Blaze. Brahmas come in. They're able to pick it up. Musso working. He'll poke it up. Brahmas have an opportunity. A rolling puck flipped ahead, bouncing just out of the glove of Kuryawa coming up. That's pushed out to the far boards. Centering. Brahmas looking to go the wrong way as they had their backs toward the goal. Crowley comes in. He'll tie his man up. Dugan comes in and lets his man know he's here. Blaze trying to get a hold of Guderian. Guderian is able to sneak ahead with speed, but Blaze will come in and he'll redistribute it. Walking in, a shot, a save. Nahama jumps on it. What a crazy save. A backhand opportunity. Brahmas don't like the way that Adler's down there in front of his goalie. And it will be Nick Blaze getting 2 minutes. I believe it'll be a roughing, but we'll see him sit down. And it will be a roughing. Dugan coming in to talk to the referee Solomon, just letting him know, hey, here's what happened. I would like to thank the referees, head referee Jordan Solomon, the linesman Kendall Hanley, and Danny Bethman.
Good chance there for the Jacks. Weren't able to capitalize on it with a good save by Nahama.
And he has been fantastic. Another power play opportunity. Looking, Brion a shot. That one's blocked. Brion looking for it. Sykes working on the far side. Push it aside to Brion. Brion out to the high slot at the line. Back down to the point for Brion. They're looking to cycle rather well. Gardner's out of position. Brion coming in, a shot through traffic. That one gets nowhere as it's knocked down. Push down Brion. Back out to Brion, top of the circle. High slot at the line. Back over to the point. Dumping it in. Brahmas going in a chase. It's Mueller. Mueller definitely swipes his man and clears him of the puck. It very lightly trickles into Nahama. He'll put the glove on it and freeze that one up with 11:08 left in the first and 1:20 left on the power play. Just the shots on goal, Thomas, kind of give the story of the game as far as the back and forth. 3-2, just in favor of the Jacks.
Well, I was saying the Brahmas were looking crisp, and then right after I said that, they kind of stopped doing that.
They gave up a chance?
And now it's just ugly, really.
Well, it's very pond hockey-ish.
Definitely.
As we were talking about before we came on. Watson. Laub wins this one. Looking, a shot. That one doesn't get through. Kreitzer with that shot from the point. Comes out. Here's Chambers. Chambers will pick it up. He's going to start from behind his own net. Remember, they have 105 left on their power play.
The Brahmas need to try and stay off the penalty kill, as their penalty kill is only 74%, so not the greatest.
Well, and the thing about it is once you combine it with the Jacks power play,
it might make it even.
It starts looking a little bit better. Laub walking in, looking, passing across in the slot, backhander into Nahama. He'll take that one in the logo. And down there on the far side, Brahmas are having some words with Kreitzer. Number 26, that is Wazell. Wazell, a relatively new acquisition.
The Brahmas really don't want people in Nahama's crease. They've really protected it. Anybody that gets close, they're kind of hitting them out of the way. And that could lead to getting the fans in it if a fight breaks out.
Oh, and just wait for it. As Taff wins this one. Taff comes back to Brion. Taff looking, and the line. That one gets blocked by White. Took that one in the shin guards. Pushing it up. Here's Taff. Taff out at the line. He pushes it ahead, top of the circle for Sykes. Sykes looking, walking in. He's right at the dot. Jumping it in. Shot. That one is saved. Trying to get it out. Brahma's not able to. White swiping at it, bouncing. Brion a shot, looking to go against the grain. Nahama sticks that lanky leg out, and he's able to toss it aside. A lot of tussling going on in front of the net. It's back for Taff at the line. Taff working. Crowley deep in there, looking a shot. That one goes just wide, and we're back to full strength. Nick Blaze jumps out on the ice, and Blaze is one. That one is shot up and into the netting. It will hang out right there. Nick Blaze is one who is not afraid to go in and start some trouble.
With about 20 seconds left on that penalty kill, Will White took a swipe at it. I guess he's been watching the World Series a little bit, trying to baseball that out of the zone.
That's right. Well, you know, when the Red Sox came in and they opened it up, and I want to say that he's a Red Sox fan, but we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully we can get him onto the coach's corner.
No, not a lot of shots so far. Halfway through the first period, it's been pretty sloppy.
Yeah, and it's been very back and forth for both of these teams, but you know, it's trying to work with it and get everything going. We'll see how each team adjusts, because they're both evenly matched as far as this game and this series.
The record shows that it's pretty even.
Yeah.
Not exactly in a good way, but the Brahmas really came out strong, and the last 5 or so minutes, the Jacks have really controlled the puck.
Well, and here's Enciso comes in. He'll dump it in. Going in after it. It'll get cleared out. Steen as it jumps out. Again, we have the bouncing puck issue. Steen has it bounce up over his puck. He stops behind his own net, and he's going to start the breakout as he comes across the face of it. This one is flipped up. Steen again working with it. Dugan in there. It comes back to McLean, and the Jacks carry it into the line and into the zone. That one shot, or I'm going to call that a pass, as it went all the way across the far side. Looking to cycle it. The Brahmas are working. They flip it up and out of the zone. It's gloved down by the Jacks, by Chambers. Steen will hang on to it. Steen across the ice from Mueller. Mueller pushing it ahead, looking for his man Dugan. Not able to connect. Comes back out to center. Brahmas take the red line, chip it in as it comes off of Alger's stick. Hudacek working. He's got Dagnall along with him. Comes out to the point. Brahmas looking for a shot. That one's blocked. A little weak wrister that come in. We've got an opportunity coming in. Oh, shot, a glove saved by Nahama. What a save. He's able to rip that catcher out and hang on to it.
Looked like he knew where he was going to shoot. Just kind of stuck the glove out and it went right in. That was a good pass by, I believe it was Alger.
Yes, Alger.
Good pass to spark that breakaway.
And that was a big opportunity by Palumbo, who came in on the shot. But Nahama just robbing him, making the Brahmas look awfully good on that one. And here come the Brahmas. It's Kortzinski. Todd dumps it in. He'll bank it off of the glass. Watson coming in chasing. Taff will take that puck away, getting position. Watson still working with him. Working against him is Guderian. Guderian will flip this one up, but not out. Brahma's able to hold it in, but it will be taken by Guderian again, and he's going to walk it out. But taken away by Kortzinski. Watson trying to take on 3 Jackalopes at a time. Wide a shot! If there wasn't a catcher mitt in front of Kuryawa's face, he would have taken that right in the cage.
I'm sure that wouldn't feel too good. I've never been hit in the face with a puck, luckily. I never want to.
Give that time.
No.
We'll see how it goes. As they set up, there's a little bit of chatter going along. No penalties come out of it. 7:56 left here in this first period. 7-2 the shots on goal in favor of the Jackalopes. 0-0 the score here at the Nitec Sports Center. I'd like to give a quick shout out to Zuroma Bar and Grill. They are the official food provider of the Fast Hockey broadcast at the Nitec Sports Center. Puck is dropped, but they decide against it.
Another fake face-off.
This is becoming a trend here. They bring in Brown off of the wing. Oh, we're going to give it to the Brahmas as it went straight across the line, looking to break out. This one coming off the boards is going to come all the way down, and it will come down for icing. So we'll bring it all the way back to the far end of the ice, and I believe it will be taken to the left of Kuryawa.
Most exciting play in hockey, icing.
Icing. Now it will go to the right of Kuryawa, as the players weren't exactly sure of themselves.
Gardner was the only one that knew where that face-off was.
They set up. Won by Waxon. Comes back. Brahmas pick it up in the corner. Helmuth digging. Salvato kicking up, walking, trying to get a hold of his Helmuth. Waxon, excuse me, that's Adler who's able to get a hold of that one. Push it away. Garza going in to pick it up. Garza trying to avoid Wazell working. Salvato coming in to make that happen. This one's flipped up, glove down, and popped across. Walking in, they've almost got numbers. Great back check by Wazell as that one goes just wide. Here come the Brahmas. Big hit coming down. McLean gets taken down by Helmuth. They both hit the ice. Brahmas trying to get a change. This one flipped up, not able to get a hold of it. Off of the glove. It's Enciso. He dumps it in. Enciso, not so. Enciso pushes out a one. Enciso waiting. This one pushed back. Thie will pick it up, and he'll start the break out of his own zone. They have numbers 2-on-1. Mueller trying to get back. A great poke check by Steen. A centering pass. There's nobody there to pick it up, and Enciso up the right wing.
Steen might have just saved a goal there with that poke.
Centering. Enciso, that one goes wide. Pushing it up. Mueller looking for Crowley, and now the Brahmas definitely do not look like they're on the same page. Coming in to pick it up, not able to. It's flipped up ahead. There's Brion, pick it up with passes over to Thie. Push up ahead. Forgeot working. Over to Taft. Taft picks it up. Forgeot comes in to take it away. Passes it straight back, and Brion picks it up. Brion, I want to get some measurements on that young man. He is a wrister off of the blocker of Nehama. And that one will go up and out of play.
He is 6'6".
6'6". He looks every bit of that from up top.
You definitely notice him on the ice.
Setting up, here's Watson. We have the starting line in now for the Brahmas. Winning it are the Jacks, but it's picked up by the Brahmas in the slot. Looking for a quick shot was Kreitzer. Soon comes back, Kordzinski trying to. There's another shot by Kreitzer. It's very wide, very high. Working is Musso. Musso on the far side. Blaze working as well. Watson comes in. This one tapped up. Brahmas trying to play with it. Push it up ahead. Taft able to hold it in. Brahmas get it a hold of it. Watson pressing the issue. It comes out to Kordzinski. Pushes that one in. Brahmas were offside. They are back on now. Pushing, looking to center, trying to poke it up ahead. Is Watson not able to, as there are several Jacks in the way. Kreitzer working with Taft. Taken away. White trying to get to it. Puck is just kind of loose, hanging out. Blaze has that one go back behind him, and Kordzinski comes back to pick it up. Musso going back to help. Sets up a pick. Along the wing on the far boards, just in front of the bench. Tipping that one in. It is picked up by Adler, and it gets dumped out. Blaze going in for the hit on Baranek, not able to connect. Garza will pick it up. Has Salvato working. There is a lumber on the ice.
That puck will not stay flat. It's just rolling all over the place, bouncing. It's doing everything but staying flat.
And it's crazy.
It makes it really hard to stick handle.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Setting up along the near boards, deep in the Brahma zone. Brahmas tap it out. A good play. So he's still working with it. Helmuth pushes it over to Gardner. Gardner, he'll go out to the end boards. Gets drilled by McLean. Puck is still loose back behind the net. Sending it across. Helmuth will come back to pick it up. He's going to dump it right back in. Gardner working with it. Still along the wing. Here they come. It's Waxon. He pushes out to center ice. Pushes it over to Adler. Adler walking in a shot. That was patted aside. It goes up and out of play yet again with 4:15 left in the first.
Brahmas seem to have a dump and chase mentality so far. They're just dumping it in the corner, going to chase it. The problem is nobody is really getting in front of the net.
Right, and I'm not sure if it's for the Jacks, if we want to give credit to the Jacks, or if the Brahmas just can't quite get the passes down. And there's another fake face-off.
We're at 4 so far. Might need to keep a tally on that.
Yeah, that might be something that we need to keep, as Crowley is tossed. They bring in Dugan. Puck is dropped, one by Dugan. He's going to hold up Waxon and comes back. Brahmas start to break off, and Cizo, he's trying to get to it. He's got a break, and there's no icing. Great play. Big hustle by Enciso to keep that. Crowley working deep. He's got Taff all over him. Want to make sure we might have to ask Taff to buy him dinner later on. Dugan setting up, comes along the far boards. He's able to pick it up. Trying to backhand his way in. This one pops out, and it will be taken by the Jacks on the far side, and it will be dumped all the way in. Nahama settles. He'll push it across.
Bad turnover by Nahama there. Just kind of threw it right into the Jacks there.
It got to the point it's either give it there or get caught behind the net. Brion working hard, all 6'6" of him. Dumps it in. He's got a man coming across. In the slot, Brion in the slot. That one's tapped ahead. A quick little sneaky shot bouncing into Nahama. He puts the glove down. That's great anticipation by that young man to find out where it's going to bounce to.
I don't think Brion is going to sneak behind anybody. You're going to notice him.
You're right. But if he bends down far enough, he might be about as tall as everybody else. A quick shot, redirect, another shot. That one goes wide. Holy cow, Brion had a wide open net, not able to pull it. That one goes wide. Brahmas pushing it aside, going in to chase. It pops out. Brion trying to dump it in deep. The Jacks are offside, so they've reset. Blaze pushing up to Ferjot. Ferjot pushing it up to center ice. It's taken by Thee. Thee has Stouts. That one taken away. Brahmas trying to get ahead of him. And here comes Ferjot. Ferjot looking. Shot us out right into the catching mitt of Kuriawa. He'll hang on to that one. A little bit of chatting going on. Brion.
Ferjot did the right thing there, getting a shot off. I mean, the Brahmas need him. They only have 3 or 4 so far.
Right, and that's definitely something you just want to start having him face him.
Yeah, if he's taking, well, actually, if you don't take many shots, you can actually get out of a rhythm, which can help, but you really want to get shots on.
Yeah, here comes Kreitzer by himself. Gardner pokes that one away into the corner. Looking to center, that's a sneaky little quick pass. Almost had somebody, but it was just wide. Kreitzer gets drilled. Gardner will push it up. Tapped ahead, but not out. Another one looking for the redirect. Kreitzer, who is all over the ice right now, fighting a little bit with Nahama. Watson taps that one ahead, trying to get it ahead, not able to. It comes back to Baranek, a shot. That one was very wide. The rebound comes out. Watson will take it. He's out at center. He's going to dump it in, and Brahma's going to change as Watson avoided the hit. In deep, it's Korodzinski. He's on the near boards, trying to push it past Kreitzer. He does. Looking to center. They're on the far side. Looking a shot. That one's blocked. There is a whistle, and I believe it is against the Brahmas. I believe it will be slashing, but it looks like it is not against the Brahmas. It is against the Jacks, and it is number 14, Drew McLean. He gets to sit down for 2 minutes and think about keeping that stick to himself. Brahmas on their first power play of the night with 1:56 left in this period. We'll see if they can capitalize, Thomas.
Yeah, the Brahmas power play is a little under 12%, and the Jacks penalty kill is at about 76%, so about the same as the other way around.
It'll be interesting. Down to Gardner. Gardner at the point, over to Crowley. Crowley, he pushes back down to Enciso. Enciso misses that one and goes back behind the net. Jacks with it. Brahmas picking it up. Nobody there in the slot. They poke it back. Steen will dump it right back in. Hanging on to it. Enciso deep in the zone. Taft coming in to hold him up. He holds up Crowley. Dugan trying to get a hold of it, not able to. Jacks trying to clear it out. That one jumps over Gardner's stick. And here comes Alger. He's got a step, trying to get ahead of Steen. Steen is going to rub him off and relieve him of the puck along the boards. Crowley still working with him. Steen deep. Precious seconds. Alger, good play by the Jacks. There is a stick on the ice. And here comes Gardner on the far side. He pushes up to Enciso. Enciso looking. He'll cross the line and he'll flip it in. It'll roll the boards and go over to Garza. Garza trying to get it out. It's poked ahead. Picked up by Enciso. Enciso looking. A quick shot. That one comes off of the mask of Kuriawa and goes down. Trying to keep it in is Enciso. He dives after it and then is flipped up and out by the Jacks.
Brahmas really need to get in the zone and try and stay in there, get something set up, and get a good pass and get a...
Yeah, good cycle. Here's Todd Korodzinski. He'll dump it just down. Trying to center it up. There's nobody there. Back out to Korodzinski. Hudacek working. This one flipped up, held in. Brahmas Solovyev trying to hold it in, not able to. He'll hold up his man. Flipped up ahead. 22 seconds left in the period. Musso will pick it up at center ice. Working. He's got Hudacek. 16 seconds left. Hudacek driving. Looking a shot. That one just picked up by Kuriawa. A big save with 12 and a half seconds left in this period. 16 seconds left on the penalty to McLean. 11-6 now. The shot's on goal. Still a little out of whack. See if the Brahmas start dumping it in on him.
They need to. I mean, 6 shots in a period's not going to work out for you most nights.
Exactly. Helmuth loses this one to Guderian. This one comes back. Solovyev, he'll kick it ahead. It's picked up by the Jackson. They flip it up and out with 4 seconds left. This should kill most of the penalty. It will kill the period here. We are tied 0-0 here in the first period at the NITEC Sports Center. 4 seconds will be left on the power play for the Brahmas. Just 4 seconds when they come into the second period. Shots on goal, 11-6. We have the intermission. We will be right back. Stick with us here at FastHockey.com. I am Cliff Foster. With me is Thomas Nowers. We'll be back after the intermission. Center, I am Cliff Foster. Joining me with the color commentary is Thomas Nowers. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in here at FastHockey.com. As we are about to begin this second period here, it's been a little odd, I guess. Right, Thomas?
Yeah, and I hate to say it, but it's almost been boring. I mean, nothing is happening.
Yeah, and it's not like either team hasn't had chances. They haven't been able to capitalize. They're not able to finish everything off, and it just comes down to shots on goal, 11-6 in favor of the Jacks.
Yeah, I mean, no shots for the most part. Passing has been a little off. A lot of icings, just no rhythm to the game. Hopefully the second could be a little better.
Yeah, and I'm sure Fonger down there and the assistant coach Jeff Potter were down there talking with the Brahmas and just trying to get them in gear and saying, hey, come on, get this stuff figured out.
I mean, neither team did anything bad.
Right.
It was just they didn't do much to get a goal. I mean,
it's just tough right now. It's very tough. So we'll set up here and tune in tomorrow. We'll have the Odessa Jackalopes again tomorrow at 7:30 puck drop. We're just about to drop this puck to begin the second period.
Puck drop this puck.
Puck drop this puck. That's right.
New phrase.
That's right. We have the coach Wildfang has switched the lines around a little bit. We've got Dagnall in with Hudacek. Remember, we've got 4 seconds before McLean is back out on the ice, so there's not a whole lot of power play here, so we'll see how this rolls.
It would be a pretty amazing power play goal if they were to get it in 4 seconds.
I have to agree. Briand wins this one. Pushing up the side.
Couldn't quite get it in that 4 seconds.
There you go. And we are back to full strength. Big hit on the far side on Chambers is Hudacek. Brahmas keeping it in the zone. Blaze is able to keep it in. Over to Frgeau. Frgeau pushes it ahead. A shot, a save. Rebound coming out. Another save. That one gets lifted up and out of play. Kuryawa able to drop down and keep that waffle board out. Make sure that puck goes up into the net.
I would say that was the best chance for the game for the Brahmas so far. They need to do a lot more of that. Get it on net and then go get the rebound. Try and poke it in.
That's right, and Kuryawa's giving out some juicy rebounds here. It's just a matter of somebody being in front of the net. One by the Brahmas over to Mousseau. Mousseau has that one blocked. It's bouncing, trying to keep it in as Blaze. Blaze turns it over to Sykes. Sykes pushes it out. White will dump it right back in. Kortzinski going in against Sykes, trying to move him around. Sykes gets positioning. Mousseau trying to keep it in, not able to. Brahmas dump it right back in, desperately trying to avoid the offsides call. Brahmas come back, they reset. Jack's in possession. Sykes pushes it up ahead. He's got his man Waxon. Waxon gliding up the center of the ice. Has that one taken away by Steen. Steen walking ahead. He's got Watson and White. Hard shot by White. That one goes just wide. Kept in. Barely, but it pops right back out. Tapping it just ahead. White goes in chasing. He has Kortzinski in the zone with him. In comes Crowley to help out. Steen out at the point. Centering shot by Crowley. That one he's not able to get all the stick on it, so it comes all the way back. Palumbo coming in to chase Steen deep in his own zone.
Brahmas did a lot better there, getting somebody in front of the net. They need to do a lot more of that and get those chances.
And capitalize. That's a big thing. Make sure you can capitalize. Salvato trying to tap it ahead, not able to. Comes out. Here comes McLean. They have numbers 4-on-2. Crowley back checking. That one comes off of McLean's stick. Brahmas have numbers. And Enciso and Salvato. Salvato going wide over to Enciso, and he cannot put the stick down. He had a wide open net. Kuryawa coming out to challenge.
That was a weird turn of events.
Another centering shoots, he scores! That is Enciso. The feed coming in from Salvato, and the Bulls start to take the ice here. I should say Bull. We've got about 3 on the ice now. Brahmas score. A nice puck lift by Enciso. That one comes up. Perfect feed from Salvato. Just lifted up, dumped into the net. Brahmas up 1-0, and they've actually killed the scoreboard power here. They got a little overexcited down in the press box. Brahmas are up 1-0. Give us just a bit as they try to reset all that up.
You know it's exciting when the scoreboard goes out.
That's right.
I was going to say that was a weird turn of events because 2 Brahmas were in their zone with no Jackalope there because they thought the puck was down there and it wasn't. Odd man rush the other way for the Jackalopes. They turn it over 2-on-1, and it eventually leads to a Brahmas goal. So a little screw up actually led to a Brahmas goal.
That's right. And it's, that's the way hockey go. As I coin a phrase from the great Texas Rangers manager Ron Washington, just sometimes you get it set up and it just kind of runs away from you. Here's Wazell. He loses this one to the center. Javelin. Gardner tapped that one ahead. Picked right back up by the Jacks, and they'll dump it in. Chasing is Baranek. Baranek goes in, lays the hit. Salvato resetting. He's going to push that up to Wazell. Wazell coming up the wing. He's able to push it through. Yes, Salvato not able to connect as he comes back around the net. Looking, Wazell trying to center it up. Not able to. Another shot, a save. And it goes in! It just sneaks through the legs of Kuriawa. Brahmas go up 2-0 off of just the 10th shot on goal here.
Yoshi wasn't able to hold his post there. Squeaked right through his arm.
As he fell backwards, just not able to hang on to it. And that one's going to hurt for Yoshihiro Kuriawa, that young man.
Him falling backwards might have actually put the puck in because the ref never signaled the goal until he actually fell backwards, so he might have put it in himself.
Which is, it's very interesting because a lot of times you'll actually see a short whistle when something like that happens, but with no Brahmas around, they got a long whistle, and because of the long whistle, the Brahmas were able to capitalize.
That's a huge goal to get a 2-goal lead here early in the second.
Oh yeah, and we're at the 2:22 mark here, and the Brahmas are up now, and that's just huge.
Well, the Brahmas are only 1-4-1 when they score first, but I mean, if you get a 2-goal lead, it's a completely different story.
It is, with Thee turning that one over. Hudacek will pick it up. Brahmas looking to add on to their lead as they dump it right back in. Big hit from Brion. Brion laying Hudacek out. Deep in the zone, it pops out. Here come the Jacks. Stout's working. He is relieved of the puck, loses it. Hudacek trying to push it across. It's tapped up. Stout's working as Brion, but that shot comes up and out of play. It was deflected off of a stick.
Jackalopes are going to be looking for an answer now. That's a tough start to the period, obviously, giving up 2 goals in the first 2.5 minutes or so.
Right. So as they set up, one by the Jacks, comes back. Brahmas tap it up ahead. It's Korzinski. Korzinski chasing. He's got Chamber chasing him. He reverses around, peels off, and he comes back out to the line. He's going to set it up there. A shot through traffic. It's punched aside. Watson trying to hang on to it. Korzinski comes in. There's a whistle, and it will be against the Brahmas. I believe it's Watson who's going to get the gate. And he skates off to it.
Looks acceptant of it. Must have known he did something wrong there.
And let's see what it is. It will be hooking. So he kind of knew he had his man hooked up.
Little skiing going on here.
A little bit. So right now, we've got another power play opportunity for the Jacks, and right now, they're 0 for. They have not been able to score, and I believe they're 0 for 2. This should be their 3rd power play opportunity. Puck is dropped. One by the Brahmas, trying to push it around. Working. It's Stouts. He's driven into the boards. Gardner working against him. Puck comes out, and it's driven all the way down. It'll be settled down by Kuriawa, and he'll push it all the way aside. Hangs on to it for Taft. Taft looking to start it from behind his net. He hands it off to Brion. Brion back over to Taft. Over to Stouts. Walking in, Wazell intercepted that one, and he's going to push it right back in and get himself a change. Well deserved. And here comes Taft. He pushes it up. Relieved of it. Great steal by Gardner. I think Thiem needs to go back and check his wallet. Gardner just stole everything that he's owned. This one cleared all the way down. Nahama will settle it, give it over to Nick Blaze. Nick Blaze tapping it straight up, comes out, and it is swatted at and out by White.
He connected this time, 1 for 2 on the day now.
For his at-bats. Brion trying to come out. That is not Brion. That is Laub. Laub coming out. Waxon, he'll dump it in. Waxon inbox. Blaze coming in. Chambers pushing it ahead, looking. There's nobody in front of the net at all for the Jackalopes. Not one person. Comes back out to the point. Over to Chambers. And it's poked out. Blake, great play by Crowley. He's able to force him out. Just 32 seconds left on the power play. Brown loses it in skates. He recovers. Trying to tap it ahead. Brahmas clear this one again. And we've got a man, Salvato, coming in to press it.
Brahmas have had a great...
Setting up, Salvato walking in, a shot, a save! Big save by Kuriawa, centering shot, another one. Brahmas not able to connect on a shorthanded opportunity. Still looking, that's 2 big chances as Waxon brings it in back. Steen coming in, Waxon recovers the puck, and we are back to full strength now. Watson is freed, and he's going to join the fray. The shot goes wide. This one's tapped up ahead, Salvato. So far, big plays by the Brahmas.
That was a great penalty kill. They got to play little 4 corners there as they got to pass it back out of their zone and just kill off about 20 seconds and 2 shorthanded chances.
This one gets dumped in. Dagnall coming in to chase. Icing is waved off. Getting to it are the Jacks. Still set up. Look for their own breakout. Palumbo gives it away to Hudacek. Hudacek, a bouncing puck, swipes at it. He connects, but it goes just wide. Gardner keeps it in, and it's all Brahmas all the time right now. Centering, looking in, Hudacek, a shot. It comes right off of the pad of Kuriawa. The stick on the ground kept in by Mueller on the far side. A shot, that one goes just wide. Comes back for Joe, not able to hang on to it and keep it in the zone. It comes back, Mueller will pick it up. Jack's looking to get a change. This one comes all the way down. It's tipped ahead. No icing. Taft goes in to pick it up. Taft deep in his own zone, pushes it aside. Sykes comes in to pick it up. Over to Alger. Alger, that one comes off of the stick. That's left out on the ice. Palumbo, who turned it over just in that last series. Mueller will pick it up. Centering it, he sends it right over to the Jackalopes, who sends it right back to Mueller. Tapping it up ahead, trying to keep it in the zone. Sykes and Alger. Mueller getting it out. Gardner will clear it down the ice. He's got a man. Oh, just out of the outstretched reach of Korodzinski, Todd Korodzinski, the sneaky man. And Taft comes in and starts putting his hands all over Korodzinski. Korodzinski, not a big guy, but he's not going to take that kind of stuff from Taft.
Korodzinski had a little snow shower for Yoshi there.
He did.
Didn't like it, or the Jackalopes didn't like it too much.
Well, and with Korodzinski, he is quick. And he knows how to move it. He is a relatively new acquisition from Janesville.
Nobody on Odessa knew that he was behind them, so he's sneaky.
Yes. Setting up, Korodzinski was right in front of the net, not able to connect. Soloviev looking a shot. That one just pushed aside. Over to Soloviev. Soloviev will dump it right back in. Brahmas reset. Kuriawa will set it right back up. Push around, Baranek will deposit it deep. Javelin has that one taken away. Brahmas, they definitely want to start playing in the other end of the zone, and they are playing with intensity right now. Baranek pushes that one behind, through his legs and up. This one is tapped up, and careful, ladies and gentlemen, on the far side. Make sure that they're wearing helmets in this arena as well.
Being a fan is dangerous.
It is, especially a hockey fan.
Definitely. I've seen somebody break their nose in the stands before.
Outstanding. That's how you know you've been to a real hockey game, when a fan has a broken nose. This one won by the Jacks. They pull it back. Garza trying to make his way out. Brahmas are forcing the issue. Salvato with an assist. We have got a broken stick out on the ice. And it is Adler. Adler with the broken stick, a shot, that one doesn't get through. Mueller comes back, one-timer off the back of the glass comes out. Crowley looking, trying to center it up, trying to bank it off, was Enciso not able to. As Steen will pick it up, he'll deposit it back deep. Adler still trying to get a stick, he's got nothing. And they finally punch it out of the zone. Comes back to Steen. Steen not able to get it out. Here's Brion. Brion about the only Jackalope trying to make something happen, who's been able to get anything happening as well. Brahmas fans starting to get it up. And now off of the glove, goes right into the zone, and it gets pushed right back out. Here's Taft. Taft pushes it across. Sykes back over to Taft. Brahmas getting excited here. Comes back. Brahmas want this one out of the zone. Loud comes back. He hands it off, trying to hit Brion. Brion pushes it out. Here's Taft. Taft coming in. Picked up by Mueller. Mueller tapped it just ahead for Steen. Steen back to Enciso, and it comes out. Taft not able to hang on to it, and it comes all the way back. They reset in their own zone.
Brahmas have really controlled this second period since they scored their 2 goals 31 seconds apart.
Right over to Hudacek. Very, very lucky not getting too many men on the ice penalty. Sykes working on the far side. They pull that lumber off the ice. Over to Hudacek. Hudacek will work his way around. Sykes centering, not able to connect.
It was there. It was there.
Setting up. Stouts has that one go by. Musso will push it across for Blaze. Jackalopes offsides, trying to connect. Sykes trying to dump it back, not able to. Musso in his own zone will push it up ahead. Sykes will pick it up. Brown was the one working, and there's a big hit by Blaze. He brings his man down. Here comes Korodzinski working his way in. A quick sneaky shot comes out. Brahmas cannot put a stick on it. Shot, and that one just shouldered up over the net. Brahmas not able to put a stick down as the puck was right there in the middle of the zone. Working, here's Korodzinski. He has Hudacek in the slot, doesn't go to him. Out to the point, Blaze sends that wrister in. Musso not able to keep that one in. Jax push that one out to center ice. Brahmas come back.
Korodzinski's been very noticeable this game. He's had many chances, played well defensively. He's done it all.
He really has. Fantastic so far. Crowley, he'll walk into the zone looking. Shot, bouncing puck goes right into the glove of Kuryawa. He'll flip it out, keep that one away from the goal line as he fell back. 9:48 left here in this period. 2-0. The Lone Star Brahmas are leading. It looks like we're going to have a timeout called. We would like to welcome the Brahmas dancers as they are here. You can see them just kind of set everywhere around the rink.
Working on
the chicken dance right now.
One the fans should know.
I know. And get these fans up and dancing.
Well, the Brahmas goals early in this period have done that also.
They have. They've definitely got the fans into it.
They've been a lot more energetic since then.
We've got some Brahmas fans. They're having a good time out there. 9:48 left in the period. The shots now 16-11 in favor of the Brahmas. 2-0 the goal lead. And what were those, 30 seconds apart is what you said?
31.
31 seconds apart. That is ridiculous. And so far, neither team has been able to score on the power play.
I don't believe the Jackalopes have even had a shot this period. Wasn't it 11-6 after one?
It was. They have not been able to pull off a shot, and that's kind of telling. The Brahmas going in, and they might not. You said a great thing last week when we called a different game, but you said a great thing last week as far as trying to set up. You get it all working out, and you don't try to win the whole game. You try to win a period.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if that was when they were down by a lot, but
well, yeah.
I mean, you still got to try and win a period.
Right.
I mean, you win all 3 periods, you win the game. So
yes, there you go. McLean working on Crowley, and McLean, and there's Adler back there as well. Puck pops out. Brahmas picked that one up, centering a one-timer. That one is kicked just wide.
I don't think he got all of it on that shot, but it was a good chance still.
Yes, and it was a bouncing puck. And Cizo goes down with McLean. Puck is still trying to pop it out, and Cizo walking out, trying to connect with Solovyev, not able to. Coming across, White kicks it right back to the end boards. Adler reverses it around. Crowley comes in, and Cizo does. Cut right into the catcher glove and pops right out. That one was a changeup. Popped right out. Brahmas keep it out of the zone. It dumps right back in.
Yoshi is struggling with that catching glove. I mean, he's had some pretty simple saves pop right out of his glove.
White pushes that one, trying to connect with Kortzinski, not able to. It pops out. That one just wide. Comes off the inboards and pops out. Kortzinski goes in after him. He goes down. No penalty called. Coming back down. Puck comes out. Looking White. Shot. That one's just up too high.
He really elevated that backhand. Went straight up.
And centering a nice little between the legs center by Kortzinski. Not able to get enough on it to go out to White. Puck comes out. Steen not able to hang on to it. Brahmas will dump it right back in. There's Mueller, who takes a quick shot from Kreitzer. Kreitzer has been all over the ice for the Jacks, and I'm not sure the Brahmas like it a whole lot. There's Stouts. Here's Dagnall. Dagnall going in after that one. Popped out. Mueller pushes it right back ahead, but the Jacks control. Here's Steen. Steen taking it through center ice, and there's a tripping call on Thie. He's going to get the gate.
That was an offsides call. I don't know if they got the penalty.
It looked a lot. That was good timing if they did, but it will be an offsides call. I'm glad you saw it, because I did not.
That's what I'm here for.
Looking. Won by the Jacks. Comes all the way back. Sent out to center. Mousseau will chase it. It'll be settled by Nahama. Pushes just aside for Mousseau. Mousseau back around his net. Up to Forgeot. Forgeot takes a big hit from Brion. And Blaze sends it up. Hudacek has that one go just past him. McLean working. Taking it. He'll take it back behind his own net. Flip it up the far boards. Tapped up ahead. Brion sends it up to Stouts. Stouts is able to get a quick cut. Mousseau puts a stick down, and that one it comes off of the back of the net. Back into the corner. Comes out Garza, flipping it right back in. Brahmas tapped that one back. Blaze. Thie comes in, held up by Mousseau. Mousseau pushes it up ahead. Excuse me, that is not Mousseau. That was Dagnall. Pushed up ahead and in. Brion kicks it in. Laub and Brion have to reset. Jacks get a change. And here comes Mousseau. Mousseau up the wing. He's harassed by Brown. Dumps it in. Puck comes around. Salvato going in after that. Tap will send it all the way up. Looking for the long pass. It misses Solovyev coming in, and it's icing. 6:40 left in the period. 18-12 now. They count as that a shot on goal.
Yeah, Odessa finally got their first shot on net about 13 minutes into the period.
The 13:20 mark is when the first shot on goal for the Jackalopes finally is registered.
It's hard to score when you don't shoot.
It's hard to score when you're stuck in your own zone. Solovyev, there was a quick shot by Gardner. I'm hoping he's just trying to connect with another player. That one went straight and did not go anywhere else. Here's Laub. Laub coming up, looking to center. He shoots, he scores! That one goes right up over the head. We've got Nahama over there trying to talk to the ref because the net is actually off of its moorings. The red light went off 2-1. That was quick. Nahama gave up on the play because there is a loose net here.
Well, when he was trying to make that save, he was the one that actually knocked that off. So he's trying to get the call, but I think he knows that he was the one that knocked it off.
Well, and it was kind of an effort. He pointed to the post, and then he stood up and didn't say a whole lot. Referee Solomon having a quick chat with the linesman. 6:26 left, 2-1 now as we're looking at a new game. Laub taking it himself, backhanding it up. This one won by the Brahmas. Here they come. Steen pushing it up ahead. Big hit coming on White from Chambers.
Curious to see how both teams come out from that goal. That was an interesting play. Steen trying to throw it back in the zone.
And he did, and they got the whistle on it, so it's going to come out of the zone.
I don't think I've ever seen that tried before.
I like the fact that he was able to jump up as high as he was to pull it down. And this puck comes down at center ice. Watson comes in, Wazell comes off. And this is going to be a fake one as White missed it, and he goes straight after.
White was about halfway on a breakaway before that puck even got dropped.
I agree. He had Chambers wrapped up, and they're like, oh, yeah, you can't do that. Mueller pushes that one ahead. White going in to chase after it. Jack's trying to push it out, not able to. Kortzinski loses his edge. Mueller is able to hang on to that one. He'll push it onto the near side. Chambers, he'll dump that one in. Goes back behind the net, settled by Nahama. Hands it off to Steen. Steen reverses around from Mueller. Puck is spinning and loose, taken by the Jacks. They're able to work with it. Brahmas trying to get resettled. This one tossed in. That was incredibly weak. It gets just punched aside. Bring this one. Kortzinski not able to hang on to it. It'll be picked up by Steen. Steen behind his own net. Lau goes in to force it. Sykes coming in to try to push it up. Sykes working, and Brahmas cleared out. It'll go all the way down. Taft comes in. He'll pick it up about halfway down into his zone along the boards. Over to Jablin, looking for Palumbo. Brahmas, Watson comes in to harass him, and he does. Mueller has his stick lifted, and they both go into the boards. It's picked up by Watson, and he'll take it out. Sending across to Hudacek. That one just misses his glove, and it'll go back, and it will go for icing. Hudacek going in, trying to put it up.
Brahmas look a little disoriented after that Jackalope goal. The puck has definitely been on the other side of the ice since that goal.
They really have, and this is kind of an interesting setup for the Brahmas to get started up on. They set up. Jablin will take this face off against Watson. Watson ready. Puck drop. Won by Watson. They flip it back for Mueller. Mueller will rim it around, tapped up ahead. Helmuth working. That one held in by Baranek. Baranek working right in front of his bench. He has Chambers, excuse me. As soon as I get that number. Has a man with him. There's a stick on the ice. Hudacek trying to tap it up ahead. Wazell comes in. He'll chase after it. Flipped up. Hudacek keeping it. Comes out, and the Brahmas are offsides. Not able to hold on. McLean was a player I didn't know. And Hudacek down there having a chat with Baranek. And coming in after him is Blaze. It's not Hudacek. Baranek having a quick chat with him. It's Mousseau.
Offsetting penalties on that.
Yes, Mousseau just kind of, I wish I would have seen what led to it, but Mousseau came in and just kind of hit him.
Nothing really led to it. Hockey led to it.
Hockey led to it. The great game of hockey. With 4:36 left in the second period. Brahmas still leading 2-1, but right now all the scoring has been in this period. With offsetting penalties, if you'd like, Thomas, we might take a quick trip around the league.
We can do that.
See how everything is going here as we're awaiting the face-off. Won by Dagnall. Ties up his man. Over to Gardner. Gardner taps it in for Frgeau. Frgeau working against Brion. He's coming back. Thie coming in. He's going to tap it up ahead, but not out. Being held up. Brahmas coming down. Dagnall picked up. Back out to Thie at the along the boards. Lots of sticks in the way, trying to get it worked along. Gardner will flip it into the zone. It'll jump up over Kuriyama's stick. Held in. Good play by the Brahmas. Back out to the point. Gardner just keeping it in. That one gets turned right over to Sykes. Sykes pushes it over for Thie, and the Brahmas dump it right back in. And trying to keep it. And here's Brion. Brion has his pocket picked by Gardner. Brion better call the cops because he was just thieved.
That was a gorgeous stick check that he just took it away from him. It was a beautiful stick check to get it away.
And I can't, the only thing I can think of is being 6'6", it takes a little bit longer for him to get that stick down to try to keep it. There's Waxon.
You also have to reach up pretty high to get that stick lifted too.
Yeah, you do. Especially getting it lifted anywhere up off the ice. And the Jacks definitely playing a lot stronger now.
Yeah, that goal really helped with this game. They were looking a little sluggish after the Brahmas took a 2-0 lead.
There's McLean looking on a shot from the top of the zone. A shot centering, and that goes right into Nahama. He had no clue where it was, but he's just going to hold his ground. And that's a good thing he did. And take us around the league, Thomas.
All right.
Some scores.
Johnstown is leading Sioux 2-0. The Wilderness are leading Janesville 3-1. Wichita Falls and Corpus Christi are tied 1-1.
Kenai River and Wenatchee
are starting a little later. Topeka is leading Springfield 1-0 in the third period. Amarillo is leading Rio Grande Valley 2-0, and it is 2-1 here.
Outstanding. Pushed up ahead. Taft working with it. He has Palumbo with him. Pushing it across to Adler. This one comes back to Alger. Alger trying to make a quick move. Blaze is able to hold on to him. That one ricochets and pinballs through Blaze's skates. Centering pass, he shoots, he scores. Not able to get the stick down was Mueller.
That was an unfortunate play for Blaze. It just hit both of his skates. He had no idea where it was, and then he lost track of his man also.
And with that, Baranek is going to come out of the box, as well as Musso. 2-2 now with 2.5 minutes left in the second. 18-15. We have a heck of a game going on right here at the NYTEX Sports Center in beautiful North Richland Hills, Texas. I'd like to thank everybody once again for tuning in to FastHockey.com. I am Cliff Foster. With me is Thomas Nowers. We are bringing you as much of the action on the ice and around the league as possible. This one won by the Brahmas, pushed back to Soloviev. Soloviev, a long pass to Frgeau. Looking, he connects with Hudacek. Hudacek centering, shot, that one goes just over the net. Frgeau trying to get a hold of it. He's being harassed on that side. Laub. This one set up, Hudacek, a shot, that was just wide. Here comes Soloviev, dumping it in. Over to Frgeau. Frgeau behind the net. He's working, and he is cleaned up by McLean on that far corner. Working along the far side, Dagnall comes out looking. Another quick shot. That one's caught, and it will be held in. And that's a quick one by Kuriawa. A big save to keep it tied with just under 2 minutes left in this period.
That tying goal seemed to wake up the Brahmas a little bit. They had 3 or 4 shots on that one shift alone.
Yeah, and they've definitely decided to I mean, obviously they're not playing with the lead now, but they've decided to stop doing any of that, and they're going to press.
And a lot of teams tend to do that. They let off when they have the lead, and that's a good little recipe to get scored on.
Exactly. Puck is loose. Brion not able to control it. Comes back for Taft. Taft not able to get it up and out of the zone, but it's picked up. Brahma's looking. Reversing around, it's Crowley. Crowley back to Salvato. Salvato. He'll reverse it back around for Enciso. Enciso centering shot, and that one just pushed out of the way. Salvato not able to connect. He had open net with Kuriawa moving against the grain. This one will get ripped back in by Sykes. Blaze goes in to chase it. He pushes Thea away from the puck. And here's Stouts. Stouts trying to reverse his way around. Brahmas will push that one very far away. Chambers will keep it in the zone. Puck is loose. Tapped up ahead by Salvato. And up into the middle of the zone. And Stouts drills Enciso. Enciso gets up and he takes a mental note of number 9, Stouts.
Well, Stouts nearly took a puck to the mouth off of his own stick, so he might have been a little angry, and he just took it out on the Brahmas.
And that's entirely possible. Helmuth comes out, not able to hold it in, comes back. It's a rolling puck on edge. Gardner will pick it up, send it across with 40 seconds left in the period. 2-2 the score here at the NYTEX Sports Center. Pushing up, Kortzinski, who's been making things happen all over for the Brahmas, loses this one. Stouts coming in. He'll lose it off of his stick. Soloviev off of the boards. Picked up by Wazell. Wazell is Kortzinski as they come in offsides, trying to reset. Wazell will flip it right on. Comes out to Kuriawa, who drops down into his butterfly to keep that one out. Laub has that one taken away. Wazell centering. Tic-tac looking. Shooting. We'll see where it is. They finally get the whistle, but that one was close.
Helmet started celebrating that one. It wasn't quite in the net yet.
And that's one of those, what if I just pop my stick in there with just under 10 seconds left? Woo! Got a little exciting here for a second, didn't it?
Definitely. He had his arms raised and he was about to go over to his team and celebrate, but it wasn't quite in the net yet.
One by Watson. This one pushed back. Still in the zone, 5 seconds left. It'll get flipped and up and out. ripped up, and there is the buzzer. 2-2, the score here at the NYTEX Sports Center. Lone Star Brahmas and the Odessa Jackalopes. Stick with us. We'll be back right after the intermission to bring you the exciting final period here against the Odessa Jackalopes at the NYTEX Sports Center. Welcome back to the NYTEX Sports Center. I am Cliff Foster. Joining me as always is Thomas Nowers. What a much better period of hockey that second one was.
There were shots and there were goals, and it was more exciting than the first by about a mile.
There was defense?
Well, there was more defense in the first because nobody scored.
Yeah, it was quite a bit better.
Yeah, it was more fun to watch. First period was pretty boring.
Yeah, it was, a lot of back and forth. It was almost like they were trying to feel each other out, but...
Well, they did a great job at that.
Now, let's set me up. Let's go through all the scoring updates real fast for us.
All right, the Lone Star Brahmas scored early in the second period with Enciso getting the goal, assisted by Salvato and Steen. 31 seconds later, the Brahmas got another one from Gardner, from Wazell and Salvato with the assist there. And then Odessa kind of came back late there in the second with Laub getting the goal, assisted by Brown, and then Alger getting the goal with 2.5 remaining from Palumbo and Gadarian.
And that one was kind of the one that really sealed it as far as the Brahmas really started stepping back up. Because it was a little rough there for a little while. I mean, the Brahmas they were skating, but they weren't real sharp.
No, they weren't really pressuring anything. They backed off once they got a 2-goal lead, and it cost them. I mean, they got 2 goals scored on them late in the second period, and here we are, tie game.
Tie game as we are 18 seconds left. Before we start this third and final period, I'd like to thank you for tuning in to FastHockey.com. It is 2-2 here. Shots on goal 20-15, just in favor of the Brahmas. We'll see if the Brahmas can figure out the puzzle that is Kuriawa.
Both teams are 0-1-0 when tied after 2 periods, so somebody has to win.
There you go. Somebody will definitely get the win after this. Dagnall wins this one. They push it back to Blaze. Blaze at center ice. He's going to dump it in. And Bergeau goes in after it. Looking to center, he finds Hudacek a shot, a huge save by Kuriawa. I have no idea how he was able to save that. Hudacek right over to Dagnall. Dagnall driving it, just didn't get it elevated, and Kuriawa was there to make the save.
Yoshi was just flopping all over the place, and it just happened to hit him.
Wow.
It was a crazy save.
That's one that you want to talk to the hockey gods about. Here's Waxon, a shot, that one's turned it just wide. It rolls right through Stout's legs. Hudacek working with it. He's going to push up to Blaze. This one comes out. Brahmas pushing in the zone. It's Enciso. Enciso with one tonight, centering, and that one goes right to Laub. Laub will pick it up, and he goes back the other way. He pushes it up ahead, looking to center. He pushed that one right on the side of the net, and it jumps onto the top. It finally pops right down, and it's back onto the netting. And there's Nahama. He's going to hold on to that and get a whistle.
That was a strange play.
It really was.
Landed on top, kind of rolled down the bottom, and he just didn't really want to deal with that anymore and just covered it up on the side of the net.
I can't blame him, though. A puck bouncing around like that, I'd tap that one away, too.
Well, I've seen pucks go straight up in the air and goalie not know where it is and it go in the net. So, I mean, got to be safe.
All right. I'll give you credit on that one. Waxon wins this one, draws it straight back, but it'll get out of the zone. McLean will collect it, and Brown pushing up ahead. He's along the boards. Soloviev walking in. He'll push this one up, and Ciso taps that one just out of the zone. Waxon will come back. He will retrieve. Chambers pushing it up out to Laub. Held up by Gardner. Push it up to Soloviev. Soloviev up to Enciso. Enciso getting hit on the shoulder with that. Goes into the zone, and Salvato not able to make anything of it. Here's Enciso. He has Salvato with him. They're the first pair to score. Peeling off over to Watson. Watson elevates and not able to put it in net.
Brahmas look like they did early in the second. A lot more aggressive, getting a lot of chances early.
Comes out, pass looking for Palumbo. He could not get a stick on it, and it gets pushed away. Mueller pushing it up along the boards. Mueller over to Soloviev. Soloviev along the far boards, pushing it up. Puck is rolling and loose, picked up by the Brahmas. Pushing it up ahead. Watson not able to control. Picked up by Sykes. Sykes will backhand it right back in. And so far, it does look like a better period of hockey. The Jacks seem to be aggressive. The Brahmas seem to be aggressive. Watson gets that one up out in the center.
It's been an even game so far.
And here comes Korodzinski. Korodzinski, a quick shot. That one just up. I want to say that Kuryawa got a piece of it.
Went right over his head.
Blaze now along the near boards. This one pushed up, rolling puck. Kuryawa just kicks it aside. This one pushed up. Steen will cover it. Push it across, back to the near side here to Blaze. All the way across, looking to connect with Hudacek. He keeps it in off McLean's clear attempt. Adler in deep. Around Kreitzer. Blaze not able to hang it in. Back in. Hudacek goes into chase along with Wazell, and Kuryawa is going to jump on it, and he's going to get himself a freeze. With 16:53 left in the period, still tied 2-2.
A lot better start to the period than the Brahmas ended it.
Yes.
They, like I said, come out aggressive, have an offensive zone face-off here, and try and get the go-ahead goal.
Wazell loses this one, and it goes straight back to Kuryawa. He's going to jump on that one and get a freeze.
At least they dropped the puck this time.
Yeah, at least they were able to get it dropped consistently as well. Coming in, Wazell holding up his man. Puck is still bouncing and loose. Picked up by the Brahmas. A quick turnaround. Very weak shot by Helmuth. Not able to connect. Wazell wants it, but goes right through his legs and out of the zone. Nick Blaze comes back to collect. Pushes it back. Brion will come and pick it up. Over to Stout. Stout's a quick shot. It's right. Caught in between the legs of Nehama. He's going to stand up, glove it, and he's going to hang on to that one. 6:29 left in the period.
Nehama had to take a little peek behind him on that one. He wasn't sure if he had it.
That's scary too, especially from this angle, because we can't see. We can't see if it goes in or not.
Well,
we don't.
The good thing is neither can Odessa.
That's all.
They were all in front of him.
Yeah. Here's Waxon. Going to take this against Crowley. Referee having a chat with his linesman real fast. Looking for the puck drop, waiting. Puck drop won by Waxon. Comes back to Sykes. Sykes a quick shot that off of the skate of Salvato. That one comes off the side of the net and it's going to go up and out of play. Salvato got up a little gingerly there for a second as he took that shot right off of the toe.
That hurts. I've had it happen many times.
Salvato looks like he's skating okay now, so he'll jump back.
It's usually okay until you take your skate off. Then it starts to swell up a little bit, and then it's hard to get your skate back on.
That's why you wait until after the game, right?
Exactly. I don't know why you would take your skates off in the middle of the game anyways.
I don't. Maybe since you got hit with a puck. Here's Dagnall. He wins this one. Brahmas pick it up. It's Soloviev. He taps it just ahead and trying to get up ahead of it. It will be taken away. Pushing, Jack Soloviev just forcing it, working a great pass, looking a shot, a save by Kuryawa. He's going to hang on to that one. There was another peek back behind him just in case.
Dagnall had a great chance there and shot it right into his stomach.
Wow. Absolutely crazy.
If there's anywhere to not shoot, it would be right into his stomach. It's a pretty easy save to make there.
Yeah, just kind of collapsed down on it. Here's Watson in the first line out. Garza forcing against White. It goes around for Korodzinski. Korodzinski deep in the corner. This one pushed back around. Mueller's going to come in and he's going to hold it in at the point. He'll flip it back across looking for somebody in the slot. Puck was loose but able to find it. Was Guderian. This one goes back behind the net. It'll be picked up by Garza. Garza off the boards. It will clear and it'll go all the way down, and that one will be icing with 15:39 left in the game. 2-2 still the score here at the NYTEX Sports Center.
Another Brahmas player that has been in nearly every play, it seems like, is White. He's been all over the place. I don't think he's hit too much, but he's been all over the puck and all over the Jackalopes to get it back when he doesn't have it.
Crowley is not happy about being tossed from this one. Comes back for Salvato. Salvato loses it to Guderian, picked up by Garza. Oh, back over to Guderian. It's loose. Brahmas in. Enciso not able to hang on to it as it jumps up. Coming in after it's Crowley. Crowley along the end boards. He's fighting with Guderian up over there. Garza working as well. Here's Enciso. Pokes out for Guderian. He just kind of taps it away. Looking, it's Garza. Garza not able to get out of the zone. Comes off of Crowley's skate, and it's going to go up and into the bench.
Hit the ref and then went into the bench.
That was Eric Hancock, the backup goalie to Kuriawa, picking that one off.
Getting a little bit of work done today.
A little bit. At least made, well, I was going to say he's going to made one save, but he wasn't able to keep it out of the bench. So, won by the Brahmas. Puck is loose. It's picked up. They've got numbers. Looking for the outlet pass. It comes over. Looking great poke check. That one comes off the side of the net.
There's going to be a penalty on the Brahmas.
And it looks like it'll probably be interference or hooking.
Holding on Blaze, I believe. Blaze chopped that puck down and it went right to him, right to the Jackalopes player.
I believe that was Chambers.
And Chambers got a good chance there and drew the penalty.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, that's Jake Kreitzer. I completely lied to you, Thomas.
Thanks, Cliff.
Won't be the first time, buddy. Won't be the first time.
It's the age getting to you.
Oh, that hurts. You and I are going to have a talk after the game. Here's Brion. They have got their power play in, and they're 0 on the power play. There's just nothing going on for either team, although the Brahmas have only been on one power play. Brahmas poked this one out. Crowley. Taff will come back to pick it up. He has Sykes as his defensive partner. Sykes up the wing. He'll flip it in after hitting the red line. Now Hama almost loses his edge trying to settle that one down. Taff deep in the zone. Gardner comes in. Here's Brion. Brion over to Stouts. Stouts trying to tap it right back, but that one's turned over. Brahma's battling with it. Soloviev still fighting along the boards. Comes out to Watson. Watson drills that one all the way down and will get cleared. 1:20 left in the power play.
Good puck support by the Brahmas there. Had 3 men along the boards trying to get that out, and they ended up clearing it down the ice.
Wazell back into force. Taff now wanting reinforcements. Gives it over to his forward. That is number 9, Rob Stouts. Comes up looking a shot. That doesn't go all the way through. Musso able to hang on to it. Looking, trying to break it out and get it out of the zone. White working hard. He gloved down by Stouts. Stouts working. He's dropped from his knees, and it will be a hand pass against Brion and the Jacks. So they'll bring this one out of the zone. This is a good omen for the Brahmas as they're tied 2-2, 45 seconds left on the penalty. To Blaze.
Shots on goal are still really low. I mean, I guess 22 midway through the third isn't too bad, but still not up there.
For both teams, I mean, it's a combined 39 shots on goal, and that's crazy. Crowley trying to clear it out. He does. Pops up, and it will get cleared. 30 seconds left on the penalty. And it's been interesting. I was able to talk with Coach Wildfong a couple weeks ago during the Coach's Corner, and he mentioned that he wants 20 shots on goal per period. And that one's cleared out and ends up in the penalty box. I didn't realize the puck had pulled anything. 14 seconds left here on the penalty to Blaze.
20 shots a period is quite a bit.
Yeah, and it's, that's a goal.
It's a good goal to have.
It's a good goal.
You might not reach it every night. I mean, they only have 22 through 2.5 periods rather than 1.
This one's able to get cleared out with just 7 seconds left. Here's Waxon for the Jacks, trying to get it up ahead. Forces it up. Over to Kreitzer. Over to Brown. And we're back to full strength. Kreitzer will dump it back down. Gardner comes in. He'll disrupt that play. And here comes Soloviev. Soloviev off of the boards. Loud comes in to intercept. Picked right back up by Soloviev and Crowley. Crowley coming off the ice, and that's a dangerous play. Gardner coming in, fighting with Laub. Great play. He's able to cut that one off. And here's Peugeot pushing across, looking, tapping a shot. That one just goes wide. Centering was Peugeot, looking for Dagnall as a bouncing puck. Comes out looking, one-timer, hard shot. That one gets blocked. Peugeot looking, here's Dagnall. Dagnall deep down. Scott Adler fighting, puck comes out, right to the point, shot. That one comes out. still trying to hang on to it. Steen is able to keep it in. He flips it up and way up and out of the net. That
almost got to the sweets back there over the net.
Over the net. That's an adventure right there.
One thing I've noticed about Yoshi is when he gets in a scramble like that in front of the net, he tends to get way out of the net. And if the Brahmas can get to the puck, they can hit it into an empty net.
We'll see how they pull this as we got Watson in. This is the starting line. Watson wins it. He pushes it back to Korodzinski. Todd Korodzinski will dump it in. He pushes it around. Taft coming in. Goes off of his stick. Palumbo trying to hang on to it. Good little touch pass by Palumbo looking for his man. Sykes will push it up ahead for Guderian. Guderian loses that one, and Sykes retreats back to his own zone. Brahmas very aggressive right now on this shift.
They've been like this for most of the third period so far, and they need to be. I mean, it's leading to chances.
Puck got poked away from Korodzinski. Banked off the boards and into the zone. Tapped in. Taft trying to push it out, and there's a whistle. And it will be Palumbo. Brahmas go on a power play. At the 10:32 mark, this is a big opportunity, and it will be for roughing. So Palumbo, 2 minutes. Brahmas need to start scoring, as this is only their second power play opportunity.
Yeah, the whistles have kind of stayed away from the ref's mouth. I guess that's how you'd say that.
They've been at a minimum, yes.
The only thing they whistle is when they drop the face-off wrong. They've done that a lot.
Yeah, hell yeah, they have. This one finally gets tapped out. Mousseau going back to pick it up. They have Brown chasing for the Jacks. They tap it away for Solovyev. Solovyev starts a breakout from behind his own net. As he glides through the center ice, that one's poked away by Laub. Solovyev tapping it up ahead. Brahmas will redistribute. Setting up, they dump it in. Around the glass, it jumps over Kuryawa's stick. Solovyev trying to hold it in. He does. It comes out. Salvato not able to get a stick on it, and they've got a man all the way down. Walking in, looking, shot, a save! Nehama! That needs to go in his portfolio. Holy cow. Coming up, Brahma's trying to come back the other way. It's Salvato. This one will get cleared out. Wow.
I don't know how he was able to stick with it, because that was some good stick handling there. And Nahama was just able to stick with him and get the glove on it. Great save.
A lot of moves. Holy cow. Brahma's coming up. Enciso all the way across to Korodzinski. Korodzinski walking into the slot. Guderian takes that one away from him. It heads all the way back down to the far side. 45 seconds left on the power play.
Brahma's not able to get in and keep it in the zone. It's hard to score on the power play when you can't keep it in.
And here comes Hudacek. He flies down there looking. He'll peel off, give it to Gardner. Back down to Hudacek. Hudacek back down. Deep in the corner. Forgeot over to Gardner. Back to Forgeot. Forgeot is top of the circle. Back down underneath. He's got Hudacek. Go back over to Forgeot. Shot. That one just wide.
Trying to go top corner there. It was open.
Steen back behind the goal net. Coming back down over to the point for Gardner. Gardner tapping it ahead. Redirect. That hit right in the face. That's of Korodzinski. Not able to pull the trigger on that one. Forgeot back out to Steen. Walking in. That one jumps over his stick. Back down to Korodzinski. We're back to full strength centering. Could not put a stick down. Forgeot and Hudacek. They've got numbers 3-on-2, but Brahma's back check catches up. Shot. Save. Nahama. Palumbo with a quick shot. Brown trying to come in and clean up. Nahama says no. I don't know what you're talking about. This is my net.
I don't think Nahama saw that first shot there.
He just great positioning. 2-2, the score still here. 9:14 left in this game. 23-19 shots on goal in favor of the Brahmas.
This has been a mixture of the first two periods is how I would think of it.
Yeah,
it's been defensive, but it's still been exciting.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm worried that both teams are okay going into the overtime period, but I don't want to go into the overtime period. I want them to settle this in regulation.
Well, overtime's always exciting, but you don't want to give that many points out for the standings.
Exactly, and that's the thing. You want to make sure that you're able to hold on. You know, you start pulling away or not, or at least catching the pack. The rest of the peloton right now in this long race.
I mean, these two teams are at the bottom of their division, but I mean, anything can happen. They could get on a huge run and end up way up there. And
right.
I mean, these points are valuable late or early in the season.
Oh, definitely. They set up. Javelin is tossed.
It's been one of those kind of nights on the faceoffs.
It really has. Here's Kreitzer. Won by the Brahmas. Here they come. Pressing the issue. Wazell dumps it in. Going in. Kuryawa taps it out. White picks it up and he redistributes it right back to Kuryawa. That's a scary play.
That was a good example of what I was saying earlier. He just comes way out of his net, and the Brahmas were able to get to it, but not able to put it in that time.
But that's it. It could turn out to be something as both teams get a quick change. Setting up here is Crowley. Won by Crowley. Back out to the point, dumping it in. That one right up to Kuryawa. He's going to hang on to that one. Crowley not able to get to it. And I'm not sure any of the Brahmas knew that there was a shot taken.
No, everybody was kind of standing around when the shot was taken.
That one came pretty quick off of the face-off.
They're winning a lot of face-offs, and that's giving them the puck, and that's a huge part of getting the...
Crowley's tossed even before they attempt to drop it. Won by Salvato. Quick shot. That one's pushed just aside. Goes out to the near boards. Thee working. He's going to push it up ahead. Trying to get it out of the zone. Salvato keeps it in. Brahmas have that one come off of Thee. Skates and goes back to Taft. Taft will rim it around. It's picked up by Enciso. A quick shot right there. Kuryawa not able to hang on to it. Comes back and the Jacks pick it up. A good saucer pass. Here's Thee along the boards. Positioning. That one tapped aside off of his skate. Brion.
Going to be a penalty on the Brahmas.
Yep. And it'll probably be interference, and there is the whistle. And the minor Musso gets 2 more minutes.
For hooking.
And, you know, I can't really argue the call. He's going up against 6'6" Brion, who is ridiculously tall.
I think Musso's trying to say that he was holding his stick as well, trying to get another call on them.
Yeah. Well, and you know, you got to give as good as you can.
Got to give it a shot. Try and even it up.
Back out to Chambers at the point. Push it back just above the circle for Laub. Walking in, the Brahmas trying to clear it. That's right off of Laub. Chambers, a one-timer shot high and wide. Back out to Laub. Chambers walking in, high slot. Quick shot, a save, Nahama. Another save by Nahama. Puck comes back around, tapped up back to the end boards by Gardner. Gardner desperate, trying to get it out of the zone. That one pushed back, it gets kicked away by a skate. Here's Wazell, he's forcing it. A quick wrister, that one goes wide into the end boards. Gardner, he's working along the boards, trying to press it out. He's got Watson there with him. Brown pushing it up, over to Gardner, taking out a quick shot, a save. That one pushed aside, over to the far boards. Kreitzer dumps it down. Go ahead.
Odessa's really firing on this power play. Another penalty. It's going to be on Odessa this time.
And here he comes. He does not look happy on the far side. That's Waxen Enbach. He will sit down for 2 minutes. See what the call is with him. It's another hooking call. So Brahmas will have 4-on-4 for the next 106 and then a 54-second power play.
Yeah, that'll put Odessa at 0 for 5 on the power play today. And then the Brahmas will get their third chance. See if they can get the goal to go ahead.
2-2 so far. Here's Taft. Taft pushes it back all the way over to Brion, far side. Steen comes in. He'll cause a little bit of trouble. Over to Blaze. Blaze up the wing. He's got a rolling puck trying to deal with that. He pushes it up ahead. Over Taft's stick. Hudacek going in. He's going to take Taft off of that puck.
He found out who to check.
Quick shot, Kuryawa save.
I had to do it.
Hudacek coming in. This one's taken away. And here they come. That tapped away by Enciso. Brahma's working. Looking a quick shot. That one goes high. And Kuryawa does come out quite a bit to challenge. Pushed up. Blaze able to keep it in. He backhand it, but Brion's able to put a stick on it. Brahmas tap it up ahead. 15 seconds left until the Brahmas have a power play. Taff looking for the long connection to Alger. Alger can't quite pull the trigger. He's got a man. Guderian, a quick shot that gets blocked before it gets there. Brahmas are coming on the power play. Musso is released. 5-on-4 now. Korodzinski trying to work his way in. That one tapped back ahead. Musso comes back. He sends it across. A hard shot by Solovyev. That one's waffled board up and out of play. Ooh.
That was a fast shot right there. He put some power behind that one.
That one was ripped. Alexei Solovyev. Good player for the Brahmas here.
Fun name to say also.
It really is.
Kind of difficult though, Solovyev.
Well, it's especially in the middle of the play, but it's a lot of fun. Salvato back to Solovyev. Solovyev working along the boards, or along the line, walking in, back to Solovyev, top of the circle, back down, a quick shot, he scores! Anthony Musso with that one. He banked that one right off of the kicker for Kuryawa. Goes into the net. Brahmas up 3-2 with 6:09 left in the game.
That was a great one-timer. Yoshi, he actually got a little bit on it, but he hit it into his own net with, I think it was his blocker.
Yep. I'm not sure. It looked like he got the pad out just a little bit late as he was trying to change directions, and when he did, the puck was already just too far back at the angle and ended up going in.
He finally got caught out of his net. It was bound to happen. He did it. He's done it all night.
Stick with us, folks. It looks like the Fast Hockey computer is actually rebooted. Hopefully we're still on. Anthony Musso on that goal.
Power play goal.
Power play goal, the first of the night for the Brahmas. Peugeot wins that one, and now we're looking at just desperate hockey. It bumps up, huge bouncing puck, and they're played with a high stick. They get pulled back, and Anthony Musso with that goal. So this is going to come back to the zone. Setting up, 6:01 left in the game, 3-2, Brahmas leading. This one comes back, Salvato coming in. He'll get his stick on it, back out to Crowley. Back all the way across, here's Taff. Taff trying to make something happen, he gets pumped up. Salvato and the Brahmas, here comes Crowley, they've got a man, looking a quick shot, saved by Kuryawa. He'll hang on to that with the glove.
Brahmas really feeding off of that goal. They've really controlled it since then.
30 shots on goal now.
Those are starting to add up a little bit.
I didn't think that they were going to make 30 shots on goal combined there for a while. I'd like to welcome everybody back to FastHockey.com. I am Cliff Foster. With me is Thomas Nowers, the ever-present, fantastic color analyst, or analyst, bringing good opinions so far to the game.
I hope so.
Except for making me sound old.
You're not old.
Oh, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Steen coming down. He's going to take a dive to help save the puck. Trying to get it out of the zone. Jacks are working hard to keep it in. McLean not able to. Comes out holding on to a white stick. Chambers off of the boards. Hard shot. Here's Stouts. He gets drilled kind of by Watson as he comes in.
I don't think drilled was the right word for that. Yeah, maybe tapped.
Yeah, and they're offsides. Chambers passes it back to Brion. Brion was not quite at the line yet.
That goal really got the fans back into it. They were a little quiet.
It helps when you've got the Brahmas dancers down here.
They've got to get you excited.
I don't know that I would have worded it that way. They set up the face-off. Won by the Jacks. Wax and Engbach the one on the win.
Is that your way of getting me back?
It's part of it, yeah. Solovyev pushes it back to Gardner deep in his zone. It comes back to Peugeot. Peugeot pushes it up, and he's got Hudacek. Hudacek almost trying to avoid the hit by Taff. Almost makes his way through. They tap it back to Peugeot. Peugeot at center ice. I told you I'd get you.
You got me.
We're
even.
Yeah, we're even for tonight. Coming back, Brown just pokes it up ahead. It's got Laub. Laub up the side, looking, centering it up, shot, that goes just wide. Oh, Taff is down there throwing it up.
Not going to get called for it either.
No, and it's, I think they're just trying to let him play briefly, but I don't know about that one.
I mean, he punched him in the back of the head.
Yeah, that's a little interesting. Usually you get a call for that. Under 4 minutes left, Brahmas are going to hang on to this while they get a change. Here's Salvato for Joe back behind his net. Pushes it up to Salvato up along the boards. Poking it up ahead, not able to. McLean keeps it in. McLean just gets past Palumbo. Palumbo comes in, he'll pick it up. Looking, centering, there's nobody there. That one was lifted a little too high. Chambers a quick shot looking for the redirect, it's blocked. Gardner pushing it up. This one coming back. Looking, puck is loose. It's a spinning puck. Brahma's able to reset the defense. Poking it out, here they come. Looking to get it, it's Enciso. He's working a breakaway, and he's gonna get tripped, and there's a penalty. We'll see if there's a penalty shot, and it is. Penalty shot has been awarded to Enciso and the Brahmas. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen.
Now this really is one of the most exciting plays in hockey.
It really is.
Disappointing that it's late in the period. The ice is going to be really chewed up, but
it's going to be real choppy.
This goal could easily, it could really seal it.
I'm excited. This is only the second penalty shot I've seen in the 5 years that I've been doing play-by-play.
Only the second?
Only the second, yep.
He's really got to stick to his one move here.
That's right, and you play hockey.
I do.
And you've been involved in shootouts, which are kind of the same.
I had a penalty shot once.
You did?
Yes.
How'd you do?
I barely knew that I had one because I got tripped and went head first into the board, so I didn't really know I had a penalty shot, so I missed.
You didn't know there was a whole lot going on,
no.
did you? That's why we wear helmets.
Exactly. But he's got to stick to his one move here and don't go away from it because it'll just screw him up.
As he is skating back and forth, he's looking to figure out what that move is. Brahmas are in their home whites. The home team gets to choose what color they wear, and they are in their whites tonight with purple and black trim.
And Cizo's a good player to have up for the penalty shot.
We'd like to give a heads up to everybody. There have been massive IT problems. They are working on them now. So if you lose feed, we apologize. And we apologize if you've lost it prior. But that's what's going on.
Fans are on their feet now. They're excited about this penalty shot.
Yeah, they are.
Who isn't?
And I'm excited about this. We've got Enciso getting ready.
He's even going with the beat here with his stick, tapping it on the ice.
Referee having a chat.
They're really waiting this out. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they are. They're getting it all set up.
I think we're finally ready to go here.
Having a quick chat with Kuryawa, telling him essentially the rules, and Cizo hanging out. He's running through every move he's ever used, and here we come, ladies and gentlemen. And Cizo starts out. He's going to start, goes the forehand, backhand. Looking, comes in, he tries to tap it through, and goes backhand. That's about 2 inches from the goal line. He almost snuck it in, 5-hole on Kuryawa. Ooh.
Well, it got through his pads. He got it with his skates. He put his skates together and was able to keep it out by about 2 inches.
That is scary.
Kept him in the game.
Kept him in the game. Now just still a 1-goal lead. Brahmas 3-2, 3:19 left in the game. Puck is loose inside the just massive chaos going down. Sykes will take it back from behind his own net. Pushes it up. Brahmas tap it right back. Brahmas looking to reset. Defense dumps it in, and they're back on sides. Pushed out. Court. There we go. Setting up. Korodzinski's able to get it through. Baranek pushes it across to Sykes. Sykes up to Javelin. And they push it deep into the zone. Blaze goes in chasing. He's got Kreitzer looking. A good sneaky play. Woo, that one was tough. Going after it's Todd Korodzinski pushes it up, looking, centering, going, shoots, he just wide off the backhand. Holy cow, and there's nothing being called. They're just kind of letting them play right now. Looking a shot, that one goes wide as it gets deflected.
That was a great steal and then a great move to try and get around Yoshi there. Nearly did.
Dagnall working against Jablin and Kreitzer. Comes back to the point for Mueller. Mueller, quick shot, that comes off of a player. Back around, Dagnall. Dagnall has that one come back around, deep in the corner. Pushing it up to Forgeot. Forgeot's got Hudacek. Hudacek wants it back out to the point of far side for Steen. Steen, a quick shot, that goes wide. And there's Dagnall dropped by Kuryawa. Kreitzer trying to get it out of the zone. He finally pushes it up ahead. It's McLean. McLean pushed it up. It will jump into the zone, and this will be an icing call with 1:46 left in the game. Brahmas lead by 1. And it's getting exciting right now.
It is. Jackalopes might want to think about taking a timeout here and get a game plan set up for the last minute 46. I don't know if they will do that.
It's incredibly possible that they will not. You never know.
They're going to be pulling their goalie here in the next 20 seconds or so if they can get it out of the zone.
Brion setting up. Puck still loose. Brahmas trying to keep it in. Crowley able to. He's deep on the board against Brion. Puck is loose. Brahmas trying to pick it up. Salvato trying to tap it ahead. Taken away from Brion over to Taft. Taft reverses it around over the near boards. It comes up and out of the zone. Brahmas pick it up. 1:27 left in the game. Pushed up to Enciso. Enciso will dump it across. He's got Salvato. Salvato picks it up. Pushing it back around the boards. This one gets pushed around. Brion centering it up. Brahmas pick it up, not able to pull a trigger on it as it comes through pads. Crowley redistributes it. Brahmas still, there's only one man, it's Enciso. Brahmas get a change. We are right at the 1 minute mark left.
The Jackalopes can't get their goalie pulled because the Brahmas keep the puck. I mean, they can't get it out of their own zone here.
And it's the Brahmas just forcing.
He'll be going this rush. Maybe not. Might be icing.
And it's iced. 45.7 seconds left, and this is not a good decision by the Jackalope.
No, that wasn't the greatest pass. You need to get at least a stick on that and get it deep so you can pull the goalie.
They definitely need this opportunity. Brahmas lead by 1. 45.7 seconds left. See how this goes. Wazell in there. Wazell loses this one. It's picked up. Chambers. Back behind the net. He's pushing it up. They start the breakout. Looking. Here comes Kuryawa. He'll flip it in. Thee is going in deep. Mueller's coming in to pick it up. He's going to reverse it around for Joe. He's going to try to flip it up. Try to get out of the zone. There's Alger looking a shot, a save by Nahama. It's still loose. It comes up. He gets a whistle. Holy bananas. That's what I'm going to go with.
Nice save there, Cliff.
Yeah, thank you. Nehama able to keep the leg down and keep it out of his net. 3-2, the lead. We've got the extra attacker on for the Jacks. 22 and a half seconds left.
Talk about a huge save. 22 seconds left, and I don't know how he got that. I mean, he just kind of went spread eagle there and kept his pads wide so nothing could get in.
It's outstanding. Crowley coming in, having a quick talk with Todd Korodzinski, trying to get a play set up. And there's a timeout call.
Just the wrong time that I predicted that.
Timeout called by the Jacks. Thomas, what would you do here?
Try and score. That's all you can do. I mean, get pucks on net and try and get a rebound and poke one in.
Yeah.
You're not, for the most part, you're probably not going to get one straight past.
Just Nahama.
Yeah, you're not going to get one past him just straight on. You're going to have to either screen him, get a rebound. That's the only way you're going to do it with this little time remaining.
And I mean, obviously it's been a great game. The Brahmas are leading by 1. The penalty kill has been good for both teams. The Brahmas scored on one of their power plays, which is...
They're 1 for 3. That was the one that put them up by 1 in the third.
And that's the difference here, is neither team has really been able to score on the power play. up until the Brahmas put one in. Now here at the end, it was the 13, almost 14-minute mark of the game, of this period. But
I mean, your power play can be awful for the whole entire game, but if you put it in when you really need it, like the Brahmas did, it doesn't matter.
That's true. The extra attacker on for the Jacks. Now he is. Puck is won by the Brahmas. They're going to get it up and out of the zone. All they have to do is keep it out. Taft, he'll push it up ahead, looking at Stouts. Coming back to pick it up is Blaze. Blaze pushing it around. Alger pushing it up. Waxen Enbach also there. Waxen Enbach can be very dangerous. Trying to push it, still with it. Waxen shot, that one saved. Comes back, Taft. And there's the buzzer. Brahmas win as the Brahmas stick gets pushed out of the hands of the defender. 3-2. Brahmas take this one as the first of two in the series. Brahmas get it in regulation, pick up the 2 points.
Big 2 points. I mean, they've had a rough start to the season, and they needed those 2 points, definitely. That'll be their fourth win.
And with that, the Brahmas take this one 3-2. I'd like to thank everybody with the broadcast. Thomas Nowers, I am Cliff Foster. 3-2 Brahmas win here at the NITEC Sports Center. Tune in tomorrow. Puck drops at 7:30. Pre-game will start just a few minutes before that. Stick with us at fasthockey.com and have a wonderful night.